everyone, Ronaldo Hoffman with Master School Dances, and today I want to talk to you about the ADJ Event Bar Q4. Now, a lot of you guys remember my original review on the Event Bar. The original Event Bar was great. It was bright, even though it was only a 3-watt LED and it was white only. I loved it. It was something unique with some DMX programming. You could do some wicked cool stuff, and even as a standalone show, it was wicked. But they decided they were just gonna take a lot of the suggestions of people that asked, hey, we want a brighter version. Hey, we want something that's a little bit faster, tracks better, full color, and bam, they did it. Introducing the Event Bar Q4. Now, of course, the Q4 stands for Quad 4. You know, you got your quad LED on here. And this is just absolutely awesome. So, first of all, what is this like for those of you that are not familiar with the Event Bar series? The Event Bar series is pretty simple. You've got a T-bar, and instead of pars, you have 4 moving heads. However, this one really improves because you got a few different things. One, you've got your quad LED, not color mixing LED, quad LED, so it gives you a really tight, bright beam. Without haze, this isn't my favorite effect. But with haze, nothing tops this thing because it can compete with the bright 80-watt InnoSpot Pros. But even though it's only a 10-watt Cree LED, because the beams are so nice and tight, they shoot out real far. The optics are absolutely insane, and that's thanks to the all glass. There's no plastic. Just like the original Event Bar, it's glass, so you're going to get nice crisp beams. Again, thanks to good optics. The actual heads themselves are a lot better. The motors on these track really smooth. You can do some very precise tuning. And aside from that, because they're so small, these things move insanely fast. I mean, when you plug it in and you move it around, you're just going to see the heads moving around non-stop. So it's really cool. On the back of the fixture, we have our usual ADJ goodness. You've got power linking in and out. You've got your DMX in and out, you've got your microphone, you've got an onboard menu where you can do a bunch of cool stuff, and I'll tell you about that in just a moment. And you also have your UC3 remote control option, which makes this great if you're going to use it for weddings or standalone events. You can also hang it. There's an Omega mount that goes on top, and just put it in there, and you can mount your clamps. And if you are going to hang it and you don't like the actual bar that goes into the T-bar, or the T-stand, excuse me, you can actually take this part off. There's 2 little screws here to take that off so you can hang them only. So you can, for example, put them directly up and down on your truss and do a real cool beam sweeping type of effect. One of the great things about this is even though I haven't had a chance to program it with DMX, I ran it with just the basic DMX mode, because there's multiple modes where you can have very basic control where you just choose your macro and how fast you want it to move, all the way to individual control of each head. When I got this, I didn't have time to program it, so I just loaded in CompuShow, got the program from James or the profile, and it was select a macro and select the speeds. And the built-in macros are fun, they're exciting, and they're really cool. Again, especially if you have a few of them. So we have these on either side of our disco ball, or we have these in the center truss for various effects, and we just created something really cool and unique. And even we did a slow tracking effect. The precise tracking on these moving heads is absolutely insane. But here's some tricks that aren't in the manual, that are off the record. But I'm reviewing the light, so I can tell you that. Trick number 1, if you don't have haze and you don't like the traditional quad LED type pattern, and you have the original Event Bar, then get the 12-degree lenses that came with the original Event Bar. Or, hey, hit up the parts department and see if they have some. And just swap them out. I actually did that with my original Event Bar. I put the 12-degree lenses on here, and you get a nice, round, almost color mixing type effect on it, which looked really cool. But again, with haze, that's not really necessary. Trick number 2, which is even better if you don't want to go to the trouble of changing lenses. All you got to do is get the LSF filter. Get the 60x1 filter, cut them in, and these lenses do come out. So you can cut it in and put it around the lens. And what you do is, instead of getting the actual quad LED pattern, you get like a really sharp razor beam effect. So it's kind of hard to describe, and I really wish I had video of it. But basically, when it moves up and down and there's no haze, or even with haze, you just see almost like claw marks moving around the floor. It looks really, really cool. So there are some really neat things that you can do about it. Again, like most of ADJ's products as of late, the actual bar is all metal. The only plastic is in the moving head itself. But I don't have these in a case. I just pull them in and out of the van as they are, and they haven't cracked yet. I mean, this thing still looks like it's brand spanking new. Now, it goes without saying that the Event Bar Q4 is a lot of fun when you have multiple ones of them, and you can get really creative from just a simple setup on maybe 2 T-stands, or you could, for example, get a global truss top plate, put a pipe mount on it so you can basically mount this on top, and now you have a show that you can do really cool in just a couple of totems. Or you can have these on T-stands or crank-up stands. Maybe you can put a laser like a Royal 3D or something on top, or maybe a flood. So now you have, let's say, use your dots flood or your dots 1x4 or something like that, and you put them directly on top, and now you have an easy-to-go show that sets up within minutes. What we're going to do is, for some of our simple school setups, especially when we can use haze, we're going to have one on either side on a stand. We're going to have, for example, our Wi-Fi QA5s, or we'll have our Mega Pargos, or something that's remote control, and we can remote control with that and use the wireless UC3 for this. So again, easy show, no DMX, perfect for middle schools or some of our smaller homecoming or proms, but it's still going to give a huge bang for the buck. So absolutely exciting. I love this light, and again, you'll actually see some video clips right after this as well. Again, my name is Arnaldo Offerman with Master School Dances, the ADJ Event Bar Q4. Absolutely insanely bright. And how bright is it? Well, this video clip that you're seeing, it's in a huge ballroom. There's probably about 600 some odd people dancing, and we're on the other side. You can see how far that beam travels. But check out some of these video clips and enjoy. Again, Arnaldo Offerman, Master School Dances, ADJ Event Bar Q4. Lightweight, powerful, and precision tracking moving heads, when I'm not slamming them against the pole. Thank you guys so much. Good night, and God bless.
Little